Greetings, Internet. Welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This will be turn 11 of my playthrough of Anzio, the struggle for Italy, 1943 to 45. There are a total of 15 turns. The Allies need to achieve one more victory condition, but they're struggling. They held 4 victory conditions for quite a long time, but getting that 5th one is proving to be quite difficult. So, if you can do the following, you know what it is. Like, subscribe, comment, be much appreciated. Let's get down to the map board. Okay. The Allies have got a new unit coming in this turn, which is another commando unit. So maybe I should be making a little bit more use of these. So that goes and joins all the other guys that are starting to mass up in Sicily for the potential invasion, which I'm using a pack of cards to determine. The green marker is reminding me that there is an Allied unit in there which has got a strange colour. Other than that, invasion beaches numbered 1 through to 4 if potential. I'm not sure if there's going to be one, remembering I'm using this little pack of cards which is now stretching across these here. So I'll give them a quick shuffle. They did start, there's numbers 1 to 4 in there, and there was 15 cards, there's now 13, so there is a 33% chance that one of those will come up. So 1 to 4 is what we're looking for. We draw the 10, no invasion. This turn, again, that's there to keep me in suspense. Will there be an invasion? Will there not? It's starting to look like that the Allies will need one, but Allied High Command is saying no, not at present. So, 2 Allied replacements takes their total to 6. Sitting here, this here is the invasion force. Is it worth doing a commando attack at the back? I don't think so this turn, and I'm going to have to determine where is it best for the Allies to attack. So, I mean, this position here now with a fort. No, it had a fort before. That's a new fort. Okay, so we've got 8, 12 in the mountain. That's 16 defense. That's heavy. So I'm going to go through the front line and work out where the vulnerable parts are. Right, okay, so I'll put the colours on there. There has been little changes. So again, this one's still at 27. Pretty much impenetrable. I mean, we could bring a commando in here, but he'd still be tripled. 27 is, yeah. They're having the joy, I was going to say the Italian sunshine, but this is November, so maybe not. The purple is sitting with 6. Doubled again for the fort, that's 12. Here, the blue, 7 in defense, doubled because he's sitting on the mountains. Sorry, that one's sitting on the mountain as well. So yes, that's 6 double to 12. That's 7 double to 14. The orange is now pretty much unassailable now. It's sitting there with 4 plus 8 is 12 in the mountains, doubled 24. And a fort. The white one, that's probably again the weakest position. It's only got defense of 8. It has got a fort now, but 8. This little pink I'll put there because, yeah, he could be attacked. He's only got 2. He's not in a mountain or anything like that. He's 2 replacement counters. So that's 2. But his big brother, Mr. Red, yeah, another big nasty German division, sitting there with 10 on the river. That's 20. And notice I say, on the river is 20. What was if we land, which we can, a commando here? That's no longer a river. Defense. This is where I'm thinking of attacking. This is quite weak. We can come in here. Is that actually worth doing? Attacking here is getting harder. We're across obviously this river. The next line is this river. Looks like I'm driving towards this objective up here because attacking towards casino. All right, the purple hex has got a defense of 12. I mean, we could start doing that. This guy's pretty much inassailable. Can't attack everywhere, don't have the strength. So I think we're going to go up here. And we're going to land one of our commando units, the new guy. Welcome into the foray. And we'll land him here. Which then takes that defense down a notch. Because it's no longer tripled for the, well, even if we came in here now, it's no longer tripled, is it? So, which is allowed. So that's maximum stacking there. So in actual fact, maybe landing this unit rather there, bring him in here. Because if we can isolate this position, maybe I should have abandoned that as a German. That could have been a big mistake. So let me just zoom in to that area. There we go. Oops, sorry, not the camera. There we go. Right. So how much strength? I say he's got a strength of 10. Well, this allied unit could definitely get there. What can we move along this road to get there? Now, I've got, just off camera, right, there's an allied unit in here that I could bring in. I was going to take replacements for him, but maybe that's not the right idea. Or maybe it is. Going back up, what else can I get? So attacking here, the pink, he's only got defense of 2. We could send one of these allied units 4 against that, 4, 5, 6. That'd be 3 to 1. That's starting to look like an idea. See, that New Zealand unit, 5 stacking, and he's only contributing 2 to the attack, so it might be worthwhile pulling him out the front line to take replacements. We've also got this green, that's an inverted counter, so we need to take him out of the front line to take replacements. So let's do that first. So 4, remember it's 4 for the mud, or it's not the end of the river. So it's 4, 8, 12. He can't strap move, so that's as far as he can go. 1, 2, 3. He could take a replacement there. And the more important one, the New Zealander, 4, 8, 12. Remember, he can't strap move because he started adjacent, so he can't get far enough away to take replacements as yet. And I'm leaving the green counter on there. Just remind me. Okay, so we've still got quite a bit of strength here to get things moving. This Allied armoured unit, 5 stacking points. We want to make the Germans bleed if we can. So 4, 8, 12 to there. You can only take 7 if we put so these American divisions are quite big in size. So I want to remain here, but I don't want to remain, because if I remain, I've got to attack. And that's got, I mean, it's so phenomenally strong. It's like, maybe not. So we can't bring this unit into that hex, but we can bring this unit into there. So stacked, can't get any more of that side. He's not fully stacked, but we could bring this guy there to there. So he's got 4, he's got 4. Where they can take 7. So this guy moving down the 4, 8, 12 to there. He can come into the attack there. All right, so we want to maintain a front line, so we can't go into these 2 hexes. What we got here? He'll go to that hex, and all right, let's remove the green cube for the time being. I'm going to leave it there just as a reminder that we don't need to move forward here. I've got off camera now, so zoom back out, focused on the attack area, or here, or here. We have got some replacements. So that armoured unit there, I am going to maintain. He will get a replacement, and this is a British unit, so he will get a replacement as well. And that's the Allied movement. So I'll do the replacements now. We don't need to move him. Do we need to bring any more replacements onto the board? Nope. So in this hex here, this armoured unit takes replacement. So he's the Allied 7th Armour. So that brings him back up to full strength. Okay. And his replacement counter I've taken off the board. Alright, there it is. So I'll take that off board and instantly spend one of those replacements I've got on that dice to bring that counter back into play for next turn. And over here, that gets consumed, and that flips that guy back up to his strength there. And again, the counter I'll use lowering the dice by 1 for the replacements. Combat. Yeah. Well, I think we're going to do, well, there's 2 attacks on the pink and on the red. So let's zoom in. There we go. Let's move. Oh, you got a good shot of my freckly arm there. Okay. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Well, there's the dice tower. Okay, so what we got going on then? So we have strength-wise 3, 4, plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and one of these infantry units, 14 plus 4, is 18 to 10. All that, we still only can get 1 to 1. Okay. We need to bring one of these guys into the attack to ensure that this is not tripled. Double, sorry, for the river defense. If it's just these three attacking, he'll be double for the river defense. So at least one of these has got to be brought into that attack there. So we've got one, so that's 4, 5, 6 attacking here, which has got defense of 2. It's not doubled. So that's 6 to 2. There's no, so that's 3 to 1. I think we'll do that one first. So yeah, that's 3 to 1 on this guy. No, probable 1 to 1. So one of these divisions is attacking here with this one there. So 3 to 1. So let me just zoom out a little bit. There's a, let's move the dice tower a little bit. There we go. So we can see it 3 to 1 with a 1. Okay. So look at this here. 3R. Now that is significant. Why is that significant? Okay, well they can only, these guys don't have an inverted steps. There's only 2 steps there. So they're both eliminated. So we'll put them on there on the replacement track. And there's one step that hasn't been taken. So it's a breakthrough. I'm going to have to check the rules. We don't get it that often. Okay, so that gives me breakthrough movement, but I'm not going to be able to make any significant breakthroughs. But I can advance into that hex, and I could attack this hex here a second time after this attack occurs. This attack's got to occur first, which is the 1 to 1 with the 1 unit here. So he advances into there, and he advances into there, and they're available for second combat. So I'm going to put a nice, doesn't mean they will, I'm going to put that on there to remind me that they can be involved in a second combat. So then I've got all these attacking this at 1 to 1. So I say its defense is 10. Just make sure I haven't miscalculated. So it's 4, 5, only 3 from the armor because it's into mud. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 6, 14, plus another 4, 18, yeah. So it's a 1 to 1 attack on this position here, which is, there we go. So 1 to 1, and a little die roll of doom. 5. That's not so good. 1 to 1 with a 5 is retreat 2 and 1. Ah, we didn't want to retreat there for the Allies, did we? Oh dear, retreat. And they got to take 2 losses. At least it wasn't into a mountain or across a river, so they don't have to double their losses. So it's the largest unit involved is one of these American divisions. So I'm going to take these losses, and I'll come. Okay, so Americans took a loss on this division here, and I flipped this unit to an inverted counter, and the Germans took their step loss, and then the Allies must retreat. 1 hex. Well, that definitely means that there won't, I mean, there's only going to be 6 available to attack 9. 1 to 2. It's not worth it, so they might as well. So we've got a breakthrough. We have now isolated that position. However, technically, they're isolated as well. So when do units start their actual isolations? Okay, so I'm going to use little dice here next to the units. So those are the Allied, using yellow for Germans. Now what that means for me is a little aide-memoire, because I didn't do it on the previous fort down here, is when those dice get to 3, they are at the end of that movement phase of the turn that it happens, they will be eliminated. So the Allies are out of supply because this German unit's got zone of control around here, there's zone of control here, and this is out of supply because this unit's got a zone of control, so it's cutting his supply. So yeah, little aid memoirs, dice, wooden blocks, yeah, all necessary. So that will conclude the Allied turn 11. And back to me for a roundup. Well, yeah, that second attack could have gone better. Okay, it wasn't going to be an elimination, but if they'd stayed in contact, that German unit would have been in trouble because it would have had to attack all of those Allied units at 1 to 4. I couldn't see a way that the second combat would have done that much damage because the advance had to be into that zone of control, and they did have an extra 2 movement points breakthrough movement, but they couldn't use it because they'd advanced into a zone of control. So it could have gone better. However, that powerful German division is now isolated, and it's, well, are the Germans going to have the strength to counterattack? Will I do a counterattack there for the Germans? I don't know. We'll wait until the German turn, which is going to be in a few moments. So I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far. Any comments, much appreciated as always, and thumbs up, the likes, and if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy what I do, please subscribe. It all helps promote the channel, and it gives me the encouragement to continue doing these sort of things. Until next time, bye internet. I hope you saw my hand there. Bye.